So we will show that the input is less than the output, and that is the proof that more power can be produced than what power is put into the system. The energy source is the electrostatic field of the atom and the electrostatic field of the electron. They interact without loss of their structural power. Star phase by phase. Yeah, they are separate actually. Independently they are taking. You see 10 plus, current is how much?
Current is 6.5 in one phase, 6.93 in other phase, 10.1 is the other phase.
So 6.6.
Three two four.
Look, young guy. Look, now this is the input at the motor input.
Right.
And a 12 kilowatt, 11 kilowatt motor at partially loaded cannot have more than 0.7 power factor. What? You multiply here 5.7. 3964 into 0.7.
Yes.
26 is how much?
238.
238%. Because you have gone slightly higher speed, it was coming 220%.
Wow.
So he said, let us take the second test. It will not change. I said, it will not change. But I was not very clear because that thing is burned, so what will happen? Now they did it and you are getting 238%.
Wow,
220 versus 238.
it's so nice.
It's good now, I think.
238% is wonderful.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad that the machine worked despite that failure. I was a bit worried. So something told me, no, don't worry, go for the result and see what happens. Come on, Toby.
No,
But I engineer.
engineers. Electrical engineers, right?
Yes, engineer.
Right.
Atom which attracts this electron, again leaves it, attracts it, leaves it. That is electrostatic energy. So that also is doing work. Both are doing work. That work that they are doing is coming as extra power. But their structure remains the same. Because they are not of ordinary so-called matter, but they are of non-matter, massless ether. Therefore, ether has got to be once again established. Then there will be meaningful understanding of physics, meaningful understanding of metaphysics, and meaningful understanding of spiritual processes.
My personal belief is that the first innovation of mankind was the control of fire. The second innovation was the development of the wheel. The third innovation was control of electricity. The fourth was understanding the atom in a way that was both positive and negative. We built nuclear reactors for power. We built bombs for destruction. The final innovation in mankind's evolution is the ability to control space to extract power. This is just in time because we know nothing lasts forever, and eventually the fossil fuel reserves will be exhausted. So we need a new form of energy
Sooner or later.
to take place right now. And
Yes.
the three of us are power engineers.
Yeah.
Yes.
We work in the power industry, so
Yes.
we understand that
Yeah.
we have to come up with a new source of energy.
The first thing we have to think is how to spread the growth of this by feeding the hungry.
Wir können Meerwasser entsalzen oder wir können Wasser aus der Luft ziehen und die Kondensoren werden einfach mit Raumenergie angetrieben. Das heißt, wir haben eine Quelle, die 24 Stunden am Tag einfach Wasser liefert. Aus der Luft. Überhaupt kein Problem. Damit könnte man dann Wüste gießen, die ganze Sahara bewässern, Grünzeug anbauen. Und damit ist auch klar, dass das Hungerproblem erledigt ist und das Armutsproblem. Nur es gibt eben auch Kräfte, die andere Interessen haben, nämlich starke finanzielle Interessen. Und das ist das, was eigentlich der Raumenergie und dem Kommen der Raumenergie im Wege steht.
When I was riding boats in the North Atlantic, searching for oil on seismic exploration crews, I came across the offshore leasing maps for Vietnam. And I had almost been drafted during the Vietnam War, but I had a student deferment. When I came back to the office one day, after being out at sea, I opened up the offshore leasing maps and saw that Vietnam was being controlled by Royal Dutch Shell, British Petroleum, Conoco, Texaco, Amoco, Chevron, and Standard Oil of California. They did not want the Chinese to get into the South China Sea, which has more oil by a factor of 4 than the Gulf of Mexico. And the Mekong Delta has more oil than the Mississippi Delta. That Vietnam War was all about oil. And you can see every war since then around the globe seems to be about resources and oil, whether you're talking about Somalia or what's going on in the Middle East. So, energy being the root cause of many of the wars make the biggest machine we can and put them in the power plants that already exist. Rather than having to put one machine in every house, we put the big machine and use the existing grid to distribute this energy. And thereby reduce the global emissions of carbon substantially.
And many industries, they're already building this type of generator. The generators they are building with little modification.
Yeah, the best thing is to go to those companies who are
Companies.
in business with the generating station, because their technology also we have to put into this.
They know how to
Mat-
build those
yeah,
generators.
Their
material and
professionalism
things
has to
like
put
that.
it.
That's what I
With the extra windings.
know with this only.
With this only. But with the extra
Extra
windings.
winding, when you go, you will be able to make about 25 kVA machine with 300% efficiency.
Understanding the ether, we can understand that all things are connected.
Of what?
Everything is connected to
Connected.
everything else.
Yes, yes.
Which is what Chief Seattle said when he talked about the web of life. In the Native American understanding of the web of life, all things are connected.
Who has said that?
Chief Seattle. He was a famous Indian chief in the United States.
Oh, Indian, those Red Indian chief.
Red Indian chief.
I
Yes.
see.
Yes, he said, the web of life, if you disturb any strand of the web, you disturb the entire web.
Yeah, he's right.
Right.
They see the continuity of. That's fantastic when he says that, because that what he said, you might have not gone so deep, but the meaning is the same.
Right.
That it is all interconnected. Good. Very good vehicle. Okay, thank you. उधर उधर वो भी है गाड़ी, आ जाने दो उसको। वो गाड़ी आ गई?
आ गया।
चलो सीधे लेके चलो, क्या नहीं रुकना है। I was suggesting that if you put a ring here, as much as gap you can have, then that automatically you will see that this doesn't fall off.
No, now that problem is arrested.
Oh, I
we
see.
don't have an issue. So
That problem is solved.
yeah.
That's very good.
We get more confidence. Then
Oh,
we
yes.
we'll work on this. Right now we have put our existing design.
Existing design, this
We
one.
are not changed this part.
Okay, that's
Whatever
not
I am
necessary.
currently
That is
using,
why that may
we have
not be
put-
matching with the main
with
machine.
that main machine.
Okay.
That is the reason. Prototype what he has built, that attracted us. When Mr. Ramesh and Anand Hunnur interacted with Mr. Tewari, so that was our first, starting point. Rather, why we should not take up this? Why we should not take up this? Something different, something which is unheard. I mean, whole of our country, nobody has tried, I believe. So
Nobody
far.
has tried because the technology is not given to them.
Not given to us.
I contacted many companies and gave presentation and show the VCD also, DVD. But nobody showed any interest because they didn't believe it. Even after seeing the CD, they did not believe it. But I just gave a phone call to Mr. Anand, their Vice President Marketing. And within a year, their team, along with Mr. Ramesh and Mr. Anand, they were at the Mr. Tewari's lab. So that is the interest and belief they have. Because just with a phone call, they were there within a week's time. And after that, you see the result. It's here.
And that engineer followed before I explained.
Yeah, he followed it before this because they are in the field.
Today also we are in generator business. We do make generators with close to 85-90% efficiency and all.
But this will revolutionize the way machines are being
Machines
designed
are being
today.
designed or built.
Mahendra Kulkarni taking care of mechanical design, Mr. Santosh Gudi is taking care of electrical design, and Vishnu Kumar is also taking care of mechanical design. These people have built, put their efforts to build this machine.
What's your engineering?
Electrical.
He's also an
Electrical engineering.
Oh, okay, I am too.
Me too.
Another electrical. An electrical. Yes.
All right. Still, we're trying to convince because it's a big barrier to
Right.
tell and convince. Like
Right.
it's a breakthrough actually.
Right. It's a breakthrough.
Yes, and it has come over so long. It will take some time to bridge it.
Right.
Basically.
You just have to present the data. This is the
Yes.
measurement. You know, it's a simple
You see
measurement.
for yourself.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Facts.
Right.
Going back to physics,
Right.
till you quantify or see, data will tell. We don't need to tell them. See, data will speak for ourselves.
Yeah. What's your flux, inner gap flux?
Aircraft flux is around the 0.9 in measuring 0.9 to 0.95.
0.9 Tesla? Wow, that's great. Right. Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. That's very difficult to get that. All right.